Have you ever felt like there's a part of you that knows more, or maybe even experiences life in a completely different way? What if I told you that there is a parallel version of you, living in another dimension, and they are trying to communicate with you? It may sound a bit out there, but hear me out. This concept isn't just a theory from a science fiction movie. It's something that has roots in quantum physics, spiritual wisdom, and even ancient teachings. The idea of parallel universes, alternate dimensions, and parallel selves is not as wild as it may seem. In today's video, we're going to explore the fascinating possibility that your parallel version is actively trying to speak to you. So, stick around and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on all our thought-provoking content. Let's dive into this mind-bending topic and unlock some hidden truths. Understanding parallel versions of ourselves. To truly grasp the idea that your parallel version might be trying to talk to you, we first need to understand what parallel versions, or alternate dimensions, are. In simple terms, the multiverse theory suggests that our universe isn't the only one out there. Instead, there are multiple universes, each with its own version of you. These versions might be living completely different lives, making different decisions, or even experiencing events in ways that diverge from your own. This concept has been explored in science, particularly by physicists like Hugh Everett, who proposed the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. Each time you make a decision, the universe branches off into different possibilities. For example, one version of you might have chosen a different career path, while another might have taken a different route in love or friendships. These parallel selves exist in parallel realities, and they could potentially influence or communicate with each other. How your parallel version could be reaching out. You might be wondering how your parallel version could communicate with you. Well, there are a few intriguing possibilities that connect this concept with real-world phenomena. 1. Synchronicity. Synchronicity, a term coined by the famous psychologist Carl Jung, refers to meaningful coincidences that occur in life. Those moments when something happens, and it feels as though it's more than just a random event. For example, you might be thinking about someone, and then they suddenly call you. Or you could be struggling with a decision, only to see a sign that seems to offer you clarity. These moments of synchronicity could very well be your parallel version, trying to make you aware of the choices they have made in their reality. When you experience a synchronicity, it might not just be a coincidence. It could be a sign from a parallel version of you reaching across the dimensions to guide you. 2. Intuition and gut feelings. Another way your parallel version may try to communicate with you is through heightened intuition or gut feelings. Have you ever had an overwhelming sense of knowing, as if you could predict an outcome before it happens? That's your intuition at play, and it could be influenced by the decisions and experiences of your parallel selves. Your intuition might be sharper at certain moments because, on a subconscious level, you are tapping into the knowledge and wisdom from other versions of yourself. They may have lived through the same situations, and their experiences are now influencing your current decisions. 3. Dreams. Dreams are a fascinating bridge between our conscious mind and the subconscious. While there's much to learn about the true nature of dreams, one compelling idea is that dreams could serve as portals to alternate dimensions. Your parallel version might appear to you in dreams, offering advice, warnings, or insights. Have you ever had a dream where you are experiencing something completely unfamiliar, yet it feels so real? Or have you ever dreamed of meeting someone who seems to know you intimately, as though you've known them forever? These could be glimpses of your parallel self reaching out to guide or warn you. The role of choices and free will. One of the most profound aspects of this concept is the idea that every choice we make creates a ripple effect in the multiverse. Each decision branches out into a new reality, and in some of those realities, the version of you is making different choices. So, the next time you're faced with a major decision, pause for a moment and consider the possibility that your parallel self has already made a choice in one of those parallel realities. They might be trying to communicate with you, guiding you toward the path that they know will be most fulfilling. It's important to remember that while you might receive guidance from your parallel versions, the final decision is always yours. You have the power to choose your own path, and the more conscious you are of your choices, the more aligned you can become with the wisdom your parallel self might be offering. Signs to look for, how to recognize. When your parallel version is trying to reach you. Now that we've explored how your parallel version might be trying to communicate, let's take a look at the signs you can watch out for. 1. Feeling a deep connection to certain places or people. Do you ever find yourself inexplicably drawn to certain places or people? Perhaps you've met someone and instantly felt like you've known them forever. Or you visit a location that feels oddly familiar. These could be signs that your parallel self has encountered similar people or visited similar places in their reality. 2. Sudden moments of clarity or creativity. Sometimes ideas or solutions seem to come to us out of nowhere. These flashes of insight might not just be your brain processing information. They could be your parallel version's way of reaching through the veil, offering you a solution that they've already discovered in their own world. 3. Repeating patterns or themes in your life. If you're constantly finding yourself in similar situations or repeating the same mistakes, it could be that your parallel version is trying to teach you something. Look for patterns in your life that keep resurfacing and ask yourself why they are showing up. Could they be a message from a version of yourself that has learned the lesson you're still grappling with? How to strengthen the connection with your parallel version. If you're curious about how to make the most of these communications and strengthen your connection with your parallel self, there are a few practices that could help. 1. Meditation and mindfulness. One of the best ways to connect with your parallel self is through meditation. When you quiet the mind and remove distractions, you open yourself up to messages from higher realms, including the wisdom of your parallel versions. Guided meditations focused on connecting with your higher self or parallel versions could be an excellent way to tap into this source of wisdom. 2. Journaling. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences can be a powerful tool for connecting with your parallel self. After journaling for a while, you may start to notice patterns or insights that seem to come from outside of yourself. Trust those moments of inspiration and pay attention to the recurring messages. 3. Trusting your intuition. As we discussed earlier, your intuition is a direct link to the wisdom of your parallel version. Start trusting your gut feelings more and allow your intuition to guide your decisions. The more you trust it, the more you'll begin to notice how it aligns with the actions and choices of your parallel self. Your parallel version isn't just a distant idea or a fanciful theory, it's a real part of your life, trying to guide and communicate with you. Whether through synchronicity, intuition, dreams, or subtle signs, your parallel version is actively seeking to help you navigate this world with more wisdom and understanding. By becoming more aware of the signs and strengthening your connection to your parallel self, you can transform your life in powerful ways. You don't have to go through life alone. Your parallel versions are right there with you, offering insights and wisdom from their own experiences. So, what are you waiting for? Start paying attention to the subtle messages around you and allow your parallel version to help you live your most aligned and fulfilling life. Remember, if you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss more transformative content like this. Thanks for watching, and may your parallel self be with you.